Let's look at the mobile originated call flow in this tutorial. Mobile originating call flow. Let's draw this. Let's say this is the MS. BSS. MSC, VLR, and PSTN. So we're assuming that the location update has already happened and MS wants to make a phone call to a landline number in PSTN. Hopefully I'm drawing these lines as straight. I'm trying to make it as neat as possible. Draw this again. The first thing in making a call, when mobile wants to make a call, is ask for a radio channel where it can do signaling. So first thing is that it's asking for a signaling channel, that hey, I want to make a phone call, I want it, I want a channel where I can talk to different network elements to request service, blah blah blah, and they can talk to me on that channel. So give me a channel. So that is, it's asking for the channel in this message to the BSS, which is required or request, or which is responsible for assigning channels with the help of MSC in the RIL3 radio resource channel assignment request message. But this message is also on a particular channel which is readily available for mobile to use, which is called the random access channel. This is only used for requesting a dedicated channel. It's not sending any kind of signaling for call flow information on this channel at all. So this message also has the reason for requesting a channel, and the reason is also the BSS knows the reason in this message, which is mobile originated call, and also the mobile's identity, the MS identity. The BSS sends back a response which is called the immediate assignment. Which is called the RRL, immediate channel assignment, on the access grant channel. In this response, it has the channel, the standalone dedicated channels information or allotment information for mobile to use from now onwards. So mobile, it has the information of the standalone dedicated channels information. Now mobile can actually hop on to that standalone dedicated channel and send a service request message to the BSS, which is the DTAP mobility management call management service request, which is sent on the standalone dedicated channel. It's sent to the BSS. BSS forwards that message to the MSC VLR. DTAP is the direct transfer application part, which is a protocol, another type of BSS map protocol used for direct communication between MS and MSC VLR. BSS just acts like a translucent device to forward or relay that message directly to the MSC. That's why I've drawn a complete straight line. This service request message has the service type requested, that I want to make a phone call. So it's a mobile originated call service type that mobile is requesting the MSC VLR, and also its identity, which could be TIMC, IMSI, or IMEI. After this, depending on MSC VLR, it depends on them. It's optional to do the authorization and ciphering. So So if before making the MOC or mobile originated call request, if location update has already taken place, that means authorization and ciphering has already taken place, so it won't happen again here. But if not, then definitely it's going to happen again. So authorization and ciphering is optional after this message. So now what happens is, again after this, the MS actually now sends another data message to MSC VLR. DTAP call control setup message. It wants to set up a call. This message has a bearer capability, that means speech, fax or half rate, full rate, and also the called party number, which is included in this message. The MSC, after receiving this message, actually asks the VLR for its subscriber information. Give me the mobile's subscriber information. The MSC, the VLR checks into and sees whether the MS is allowed to make that kind of a phone call, sees its call barring capacity, whether this call has been barred or not, and sends that information to the MSC that okay or not okay, whether we are able to go ahead with this request from MS or not. So if he says that okay, we are able to go ahead with the request of this MS, and he or she is able to make a phone call, the MSC returns an acknowledgement back to this message saying that in a DTAP call control, this is happening in standalone dedicated channel, DTAP call control, call proceeding message. So now the MSC says okay, we are okay with this MS, and we can go ahead with this MS, and he or she is okay in making a call. Now comes a time when MSC now the MSC says okay, we want to go ahead with this, so it has to actually allocate or ask the BSS to allocate radio resources to the MS. So basically MSC sends a BSS map assignment request to the BSS. Sends a BSS assignment request. Now this message has the channel type, like what kind of channel that the MSC wants BSS to allocate to the MSAs. Channel type, speech, data or signaling channel, and also the time slot on the A interface. So this is the A interface right here. Also the time slot on the A interface. So BSS map assignment request to the BSS. BSS translates this message into an RIL3 RR channel assignment command message, or assignment command message. This message has the time slot number of the radio traffic channel that BSS wants to assign to MS, the frequency hopping characteristics, and also the transmit power of the MS. The MS actually responds back to this message now at this point with the RIL3 radio resource assignment complete message, saying that hey, I have got the information that you've sent me, I know which radio traffic channel to use, and I'm okay with that. So it sends the assignment complete message. Now at this point in time, when the BSS receives this message, it does two things. Now this is happening in standalone dedicated channel. Still MS is using the standalone dedicated. Now BSS does two things, like I was saying. Number one, it deallocates the standalone dedicated channel, because at this point it connects the radio traffic channel to the MSC trunk. So it disconnects the MS from the standalone dedicated channel from the MS, because now the voice path has been established between MS and the MSC. So does two things. One is assigns the radio traffic channel to the MSC trunk and deallocates the standalone dedicated channel from the MS, and it sends an BSS map assignment complete message saying that BSS map assignment complete message to the MSC VLR. This message signifies the MSC VLR that now MS has a radio traffic channel, and there's a voice path which is established between MS and MSC. Now this is not the complete voice path. What's remaining is the establishment of the voice path between MSC and PSTN. At this point, the MS user hears a little silent, little silence it hears in the, so because the whole voice path is still to be established. So now at this point, the MSC VLR sends a network setup message to the PSTN, which includes the dial digits and also details of specifying which trunk to use for the call. The PSTN receives this message, and actually at this time it's locating the destination telephone numbers, the trunk, the switching final destinations local exchange responsible for ringing the phone. So it sends, once it finds that local destinations exchange, it sends a network alerting message to the MSC VLR. That means now PSTN, and now basically what happens at this point, what's happening is that the ringtone, the phone is being, you can hear the ringtone now. So now the MSC VLR is going to send a DTAP call control alerting message, which means that now the MS can hear the ringing tone on the fast associated channel. Now once the voice path is established between MS and MSC VLR, standalone dedicated channel has already been deallocated. So any kind of signaling which happens after the voice path happens on a fast associated channel. So now the MS can hear a alerting, a ringing tone actually. So now when the destination phone goes off the hook, the PSTN sends a connect message that the destination phone has actually answered. Now MSC VLR will send a DTAP call control connect message to the MS saying that the destination phone has gone off the hook. The MS actually sends an acknowledgement back, DTAP call control connect acknowledge, went back on the fast associated channel saying that okay, I've got what you wanted to convey to me, and now the voice path is full voice path has been established, the conversation is taking place. Thank you very much for listening to this tutorial.